بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبح اسم ربك الأعلى الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى والذي أخرج المرعى فجعله غثاء أحوى سنقرئك فلا تنسى.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من شر الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين واللعنة الدائمة الأبدية على أعدائهم أجمعين إلى قيام يوم الدين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. آمين رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. So inshallah, this will be our final lesson, lesson 10 from rule number 876. Rule number 876. So now we are going to have another chapter, which is the last chapter of this this whole volume or whole section of errors and doubts in Salah, and that is the two subsections are left. One is this qadā'ul al-ajzā' al-mansiyya, the making up the forgotten parts of the Salah, and then the second one is the prostration of sahu, sujood al-sahu. So let's see qadā'ul al-ajzā' al-mansiyya. Ruling number 876. So we said there are only two parts which are made up in the Salah qadā. The sajda, if one sajda missed in every rakat, you can do qadā sajda after sajda after sajda, and after that do super glue of it, like sujood al-sahu, sujood al-sahu, sujood al-sahu, sujood al-sahu, like to glue it inside. Now remember, sujood al-sahu is wajib only for talk, erasing the worldly talk, dunyawi talk, standing in a place of sitting in a place of standing, and the doubt between the fourth and fifth. So talking, salam on the basis of obligatory precaution, the doubt between fourth and fifth, forgetting tashahhud. So these are the four things, like salam, forgetting tashahhud, salam, kalam, and the doubt between the fourth and fifth. And then whatever you feel that something obligatory has been added in salat and you're not aware of, so you will do that sajdatay. So inshallah we're going to come to that part soon. Let's finish this issue of qadā. So ruling number 876, إِذَا نَسِيَ السَّجْدَ الْوَاحِدَ. So if you miss one sajda in one rakah, two sajda, you're able kiss your salah goodbye, okay? Because if you increase two sajda in salah, then there's a problem. You decrease two sajda, able to rectify, okay. Not able to rectify, kiss your salah goodbye. Now he's talking about forgetting one sajda. إِذَا نَسِيَ السَّجْدَ الْوَاحِدَ. Because what will you make qadā? Make up. Obviously something you forgot in the salah. إِذَا نَسِيَ السَّجْدَ الْوَاحِدَ وَلَمْ يَذْكُرْ إِلَّا بَعْدَ الدُّخُولِ فِي الرُّكُوعِ. And he did not remember unless and after he was in the ruku'. في الركوع وجب قضاؤها بعد الصلاة. After he finished, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Ya Allah, this is my qadā sajda which was missed. Go, Subhana rabbil a'la wa bihamdih, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. That's it. No tashahud, no salam. That's sujood al-sahu, which is tashahud and salam. في الركوع وجب قضاؤها ولم يذكر إلا بعد الدخول في الركوع. You entered the ruku and then you remembered, oh, I have missed the sajda. So you have to make up this after the salah. والأحوط لزومان, obligatory precaution, أن يكون بعد صلاة الاحتياط إذا كانت عليه. So after صلاة الاحتياط, you perform sujood, this qadā sajda. Why? Because صلاة الاحتياط is part of your salat. Salat al-ihtiyat. So qadā is done after the salah. I may have accidentally in one of the sessions said that you finish all your qadā things and sajda and this and that, and then bring salatul ihtiyat. No. So basically, remember that confusion which happened. You do your rak'at missed. If one rak'at missed, two rak'at missed, three, then you offer salatul ihtiyat. Okay? But if you have missed sajda, anything which is done after the salat is done after the Salaat Al-Ihtiyat as well. That's the rule of thumb. If you have done your Salaat Al-Ihtiyat, then you do these qada things and sajdatay sahw and all these kind of things. But first you finish your rak'at, Salaat Al-Ihtiyat, or you realize that there are rak'at missed, so you have to do that first. وجب قضاؤها بعد الصلاة والأحوط لزوما, on the basis of obligatory precaution. This should be done after the Salatul Ihtiyat. وقضاء. So now we have قضاء السجدة, okay, making up sajda. Now what about tashahhud? وكذا, similarly, tashahhud is also made up as qada. إذا نسيه, if he forgot, ولم يذكره إلا بعد الركوع, from the third rakat. So now you're in the third rakat. Now, oh my goodness, I did not do the tashahhud after the second rakat. So you can't go back, you are in the ruku'. Stop. Continue your salat. After the salah, you can do the qada. Or you did assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and you realize, oh, I have not done the tashahhud. So if you have done whips kind of thing, then you'll have to do qada. I mean, recommended precaution to do qada. And if you have not done whips, do this, do the salam back again, and remove that previous salam with sujood as-sahw. وَكَذَا يَقْضِي التَّشَهُدْ. Similarly, one does the qada of tashahhud. إِذَا نَسِيَهُ, if he forgets it. وَلَمْ يَذْكُرْهُ إِلَّا بَعْدَ الرُّكُوعِ. And he does not remember it unless if after the ruku', on the basis of recommended precaution. ويجري الحكم المزبور, يعني مذكور, يعني mentioned rule is applied also فيما إذا نسي سجدة واحدة والتشهد من الركعة الأخيرة. So the first bullet was forgetting sajda and entering the ruku'. Second sajda was forgetting tashahhud and entering the ruku' of the third rakat, or basically for sajda any rakat. The third bullet is talking about the last tashahhud and the last sajda was forgotten. Same rule applies. من الركعة الأخيرة. So when did he remember? ولم يذكر إلا بعد التسليم, after saying السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته والإتيان بما ينافي الصلاة عمدا وسهوا. And he remembered after bringing something which invalidates the salah, intentionally whoops or unintentionally double whoops. So it doesn't matter as long as you remember after the salam, even if you have done an invalidator intentionally or unintentionally. It doesn't matter. You can still do your qada of the tashahhud and qada of the sajda. Okay, now what if he remembers after assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh and before bringing one of the invalidators, like whoops, before he was going to release it, stop. I have not done the tashahhud. I have not done the sajda. I have not, something is missing in my salah. Hold. Let me just fix my salah and then relieve it. So here he says that وَقَبْلَ الْإِتْيَانِ بِالْمُنَافِ. You remembered that there's something missing in the salat, like last sajda or last tashahhud is missing. Before you do one of the invalidators, you remember. فَاللَّازِمْ تَدَارُكُ الْمَنْسِي وَالْإِتْيَانِ بِالتَّشَهُّدْ وَالتَّسْلِيمِ. So go back to the sajda if you have missed sajda. Go back to the tashahhud if you have missed tashahhud. Go back to the sajda and tashahhud if you have missed both. So if you have missed both, go back to both of them. And then do the tashahhud and salam back again. Okay? Or salam, tashahhud and salam back again to finish the salah. So what happens to that salam, extra salam? Remove it with sajdatay as-sahw. For sajdatay sahw, erase it, because we said it's eraser as well. On the basis of obligatory precaution. والإتيان بالتشهد والتسليم ثم الإتيان بسجدتي السهو. So you go back, you have missed tashahhud, bring tashahhud, you have missed sajda, bring sajda, do tashahhud and salam, and after that do sajdatay sahw for the extra salam on the basis of obligatory precaution. ولا يقضى غير السجدة والتشهد من الأجزاء. He says tashahhud and sajda. Because in our Hausa teaching, qada requires special evidence. You cannot do a qada of every wajib missed. You do qada of the wajib which is missed and there is evidence for that qada. Like for example, zakat al-fitra is wajib. If people they miss zakat al-fitra, ulama they say you cannot do qada zakat al-fitra. It was a specific time, you missed the time, or salat al-jum'ah. You cannot do salat al-jum'ah qada. If you want to do qada, you pray dhuhr, not jum'ah as jum'ah. So jum'ah, so many wajibat where qada has not been prescribed. So in salat we have so many wajibat, the qada has only been prescribed for sajda as a fatwa, strong evidence, and tashahud as a weak evidence has indicated that you do tashahud as well. Otherwise, so he says, وَلَا يُقْضَى غَيْرُ السَّجْدَ وَالتَّشَهُدِ. Other than sajda and other than tashahud, nothing's to be done qada. Okay, so now what about the conditions of the maqdi? Because Salaat L10, we said everything in Salah is required in Salaat L10. What about here? Sajdatay qada sajda. Do I require everything which is required? ويجب في القضاء ما يجب في المقضي من جزء وشرط. All the conditions required in the original sajda is required in the qada sajda. Original tashahud, qada tashahud. يجب في المقضي من جزء وشرط كما يجب في. It is also required نية البدلية, intention of substitution or intention of however. Okay, so let me see the translation. On the basis of obligatory precaution, one should perform it. All whatever is required, yes. The intention of replacement or the intention of substitution, that this sajda is substitute of that sajda which was missed. So it is there, but I have kept replacement instead of substitute. It doesn't matter, it's the same, like substitute or replace. So niyatul badaliyah, it is wajib to mention that niyah, that this is badal, this is exchange, this is in substitute, this is in replacement of that. Wal ahwat luzuman, an obligatory precaution. Al mubadara ilayhi ba'da as-salam. Immediately after you say assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, you say, Ya Allah, this is my qada sajda, go back. Without any separation between the salat and between the qada part. But what happens if a separation happens? ولكن إذا فصله جاز الاكتفاء بقضائه. If invalidator, you should not separate with an invalidate like whoops or all those kind of like looking right, looking left and talking dunyavi talk, worldly talk. ولكن إذا فصله, however, if he does, okay, جاز الاكتفاء بقضائه. It's okay, just do the qada. Some ulamas they don't allow. If you have invalidated it, whoops or whatsoever, you have to repeat the salat. Let's say this Sistani says, okay, if you have done it, done it. Now at least you do the qada. And as a recommended precaution, repeat your salah. This, some ulamas, they have obligatory precaution. So as a recommended precaution, redo the salat. Ruling number 877. Back to the doubts. I know people, they don't like the rules of doubts. Don't doubt. Please don't doubt. Now we come back to a doubter. Rule number 877. إذا شك في الإتيان بما عليه من قضاء الجزء المنسي بنى على العدم. So now we use the rule of istishab. Doubts, so no matter how many doubts are there, there are certain rules. They are there. Our fuqaha, they apply on them. Okay, not that many. So just understand these rules and apply on them wherever you have doubts. So this rule of istishab back again. So you know that you have missed a sajda. Yaqeen. Remember the attire, yaqeen. Now you are doubting. Did I clean my attire? What will we say? You drag the previous certainty. Drag the yaqeen. No, you have not. Here the same thing. So I know that I have missed. So should I should I drag it? Okay. Should I drag it or no? What will I do? I know that I have missed one sajda. But I'm doubting, did I do the makeup or not? You say no. You did not do. Because you have certainly made a cause, and you are doubting, did I fulfill the makeup of that cause or not? So you have yaqinan, you have to bring sajda. Yaqinan, you have to bring qada. But now you are doubting, did you bring or not? He said, no, you did not bring. Unless you are sure, then you will say, okay. But if you are doubting, no. وإن كان الشك بعد الإتيان بالمنافي عمدا وسهوا بل وإن كان بعد خروج الوقت على الأحوط لزوما. Remember, there was a rule of tajawuz, okay? Here that rule does not apply. Here he says, we will consider that you have not done the qada. وإن كان الشك بعد الإتيان بالمنافي. Even if you've done it, we will say no. Because rule of tajawuz says, khalas, if you have done an invalidator, you doubt, your doubt is invalid. Or you have exit the time of salah, your doubt is invalid. Here, it seems there is a narration which is excluding this case from the general rule of doubt. General rule of doubt says, no, if you doubt, you have done or not, you have done the qada or not, khalas, you have done the qada. But here, no, this is an exceptional case, because as I mentioned, there are exceptional cases, the rules of doubts, the general rules. So here we are not going to apply qa'idat al-tajawuz. We are not going to apply the rule of exiting the time. We are not going to apply the rule of getting into the next stage after happening. We'll say, no, on the basis of obligatory precaution, perform it. Qada, sajda. It's going to haunt you till your death. You have to bring it. There's no, like, oh, I've passed it. No, you have not passed it. This is all like Malik al-Maut on your shoulder. So, he says, وَإِن كَانَ الشَّكُّ بَعْدَ الْإِتْيَانِ بِالْمُنَافِي. Even if the doubt was after performing one of the invalidators, عَمْدًا وَسَهْوًا, intentionally or unintentionally. بل, more even, وَإِن كَانَ بَعْدَ خُرُوجِ الْوَقْتِ. No rule of tajawuz here, even after you have exited the time, on the basis of obligatory precaution. So he's not sure. So that's why he's not giving fatwa here. He said even if you exit the time, because rule of tajawuz still might be applicable. But since there's a narration or there's a rule, there's an evidence which is shaky evidence, so he can't let it go. He can't say we apply rule of tajawuz, and he can't. So that's why he said on the basis of obligatory precaution, just do the qada of it whenever you remember, after whatever time. وإذا شك في تحقق موجب القضاء بنى على العدم. And if he doubts that did I miss a sajda or not, so here we'll say no, you did not miss a sajda. Okay, it is same like doubting that did I do the sajda or not, and now you are at the end of the salat. Okay, so obviously you have passed stages after. Remember, even if you go bow or you are saying bihawlillah, you're entering a prerequisite, then doubt is neglected. Doubt is neglected. So therefore, you have left the station of the sajda. You have done assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. That means if you are doubting, did I miss the last sajda or not? Come on. You have done the tashahhud, you have done the salam, so you have passed qa'idat al-tajawuz. So here, qa'idat al-tajawuz will fix the salat. He's doubting, did I miss a sajda or not? When are you doubting? You're doubting at the end of the salat. So you have passed stages and stages. If you're doubting in the middle of the salat sajda, then you have obviously you are at the end of the salah. If you're doubting the last sajda of the last rak'ah, then you have done your tashahhud and salam. Yes, if you had not done the tashahhud and salam, you are just sitting, you've not started tashahhud, we'll say bring that mashkuk sajda. But now you are after the salat, after the salam. Now we come to the part of the sujood as-sahw, prostration of forgetfulness or inattention. So these are the first slide I have given you. I've just indexed so that you memorize this. Only these 5 things are which require, and 4 are the essential things. Unintentional talking, dunyawi talking, like I said, so you lost $100 and then somebody found $100. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka. Whose dollar is this? Mine. Oh, sorry. So that is unintentional talking. No problem, no worries. Erase it with sajdat as-sahw. So that is unintentional talking. But no, I know I'm in Salah. I shouldn't be talking. I shouldn't be talking. But my $100 are going to go away. I shouldn't be talking. Oh, my $100 Salah, my $100. Like Umar ibn Sa'ad. Imam Hussein, should I kill him? Or Persian authority, like governorship of Persia. Or okay, no, I cannot let governor of Persia go, governorship of Persia go. Let me kill Imam Hussein and I'll do tawbah for 2 years, and inshallah Allah will forgive me. No, he did not get the Persian Empire, neither the authority, neither he was able to eat from the income of the Persian Empire, because Imam Hussein said that you are never going to taste the income of Persian Empire. Forget the Persian Empire. Forget the governorship. You are not going to taste. And he died. He was murdered. He was killed by Mukhtar before even he reached the Persian food reaches to him. He was not able to. Subhanallah. So therefore, so here he has an option. My $100 or my Salah. Inshallah. Obviously, this is not as killing as Imam Hussein. You can say, it's my $100, especially if you are in a very desperate condition, very problem. You don't have to say, my $100. You have to say, Allahu Akbar, Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, do some hand things, Alhamdulillah, and say dhikr of Allah. Because dhikr of Allah anytime is jaiz in the Salah. So you don't have to invalidate your Salah and say, it's my $100. No. You can say, Alhamdulillah, Astaghfirullah, Astaghfirullah, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Say one of the dhikrs that guy understands. Oh, okay, it's yours. Sorry about that. I'm going to keep it until you finish your Salah. Or if he was a thief, gone. Okay, then you chase him and you're praying Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim and you're running and Maliki Yawmiddin, Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. So therefore, this $100 or your Salah. So obviously, depend on your iman. I mean, you can break your Salah if that amount is serious amount for you, especially in the economical crisis, okay? So you might become in a difficult situation. Or if you're a hyperbolic Arfani or super mu'min or spider mu'min or bat mu'min or whatsoever mu'min, you say flash mu'min, then it's up to you. But if you break your Salah to get that, it's not a problem. This is just a sidetrack issue. So can I break my Salah because of something necessary, something issue is there, something which might make me in a complicated condition? Yes, you can do that, but convert it to nafila and then do it, okay? So basically, my $100 or Salah. So here, if you said, oh, it's mine, unintentionally, so do this sahu. If you said intentionally, kiss your Salah goodbye. So extra salam, we said, but this is obligatory precaution. Every time, remember, we have said so many times. Like when you break your qiyam and do salam, and then so extra qiyam, you do sajdatay sahu. But extra salam, we do sajdatay sahu on the basis of obligatory precaution. So salam, kalam, salam, these rhymes. Salam, kalam, salam. Then tashahud. But tashahud, not extra tashahud. Extra tashahud is dhikr. Forgetting tashahud. So forgetting tashahud. And then the doubts. So therefore here, for Sayyidi Sistani, the standing which you break, it's recommended precaution to do sajdatay sahu for it. But for doubt between fourth and fifth, yes, it's a fatwa. So these are the four things. Remember with me? Salam, kalam. Extra salam, extra kalam. Okay? Then forgetting the tashahud. Then you have this fourth and fifth rakat doubt. These are the four causes. Then any other cause which gives you certainty that you have missed something which has caused sajdatay sahu, but you are not sure what have you done exactly. It's called unspecified knowledge, al-ijmali. Unspecified knowledge of increasing or decreasing something which requires it, without knowing exactly the real cause of it. So this is an obligatory precaution as well. You don't know. So initially, there should be no obligation. But since there is a kind of, you feel that you have missed something which is one of these four, but you don't remember, then on the basis of obligatory precaution, do your sajdatay sahu. So these are the four sections. Again, salam, kalam, rhymes. What comes with salam? Tashahud. And then the crazy shak of 4 and 5 rakat. That's it. Then whatever you feel, That fifth one is whatever kind of ruling. So basically there are four things: salam, kalam, tashahhud comes with salam. And then we have this fourth and fifth. I hope you don't forget it. Because you don't have to worry too much about Sajdatay Sahu, because this is only the wajib part. If you know that you've done one of these, then you do the Sajdatay Sahu. Otherwise you don't need to. That's all other recommended. Like if you forget sajda, remember we said we forget sajda, we super glue it inside the salah, it's recommended precaution. Okay? Standing in the place of sitting and sitting in the place of standing is recommended precaution. And then for any increase of salah or decrease, as long as other than the pillar, then that is also a recommended precaution. Okay, now this was an index. Let's come to the rules of Sajdatay Sahu. Ruling number 878. Ruling number 878. يجب سجود السهو. Sujood al-Sahu is obligatory. When? Number one, al-kalamu sahiyan. Obviously, dunyawi word. Unintentional dunyawi talk. It's not written dunyawi talk, but in validators it's written. Why? Because dhikr of Allah is allowed. If you do dhikr of Allah, subhanallah extra, surah extra, anything without the intention of being part of the salat, it is allowed in salat. So don't worry about it. Worry about the extra dunyawi. Oh, that's my $100. Okay? That may be a problem. You see, so that you need to remove it with Sajdatay Sahu. So it's an eraser for extra kalam. Even salam, assalamu alayka. You cannot say salam because salam is communicating with dunyawi people. There is an exceptional case where you are going to respond to a salam, then you have to respond in a mirror image. Like exactly the way, like salamu alaikum, salamu alaikum. Then you don't need Sajdatay Sahu. Assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum. Don't say wa alaikum. Don't put wa. Wa is additional letter. Additional letter invalidates your salah intentionally. Let's say unintentionally you said wa alaikum assalam. Sajdatay Sahu. وَلِلسَّلَامِ فِي غَيْرِ مَحَلَّ. You did salam where we are not supposed to say salam. So then you have to erase it. This is on the obligatory precaution. وَلِلسَّلَامِ فِي غَيْرِ مَحَلِّ عَلَى الْأَحْوَطِ وُجُوبًا. So the kalam and the salam, these two things are obligatory precaution. Then number three, وَلِلشَّكِّ بَيْنَ الْأَرْبَعِ وَالْخَمْسِ أَوْ بِمَا بِحُكْمِهِ كَمَا تَقَدَّمَ. The doubt between the fourth and the fifth or similar to it as it is mentioned. Remember, as it is mentioned, fourth and sixth, fourth and seventh, fourth and eighth, like in four and above. Whatever doubt happens between four and above, then you are supposed to do, so just for having doubt, just for having that doubt coming in the mind, you have to erase that with the Sajdatay Sahu. وَلِنِسْيَانِ التَّشَهُدِ. You forgot tashahud. What about extra tashahud? We said it's a dhikr of Allah. But nisyan al-tashahhud, you do the qada and super glue it with the Sajdatay Sahu. So Sajdatay Sahu is super glue and Sajdatay Sahu is a eraser. وَكَذَا يَجِبُ فِيمَا إِذَا عُلِمَ. We said in ilm al-ijmali, if anything which might have gone extra or less, you know for sure that requires Sajdatay Sahu, أنه زاد فيها أو نقص مع كون صلاته محكومة بالصحة. As long as your salat is considered correct, then you do Sajdatay Sahu to either erase or either super glue whatever was missed accidentally, unintentionally. Okay. Now the recommended. والأحوط الأولى. It is recommended precaution to do sujood al-sahu for what? نسيان السجدة الواحدة. One sajda missed. Not two sajda rukun from one rak'ah. From one rak'ah, one sajda missed, qada we need. But do we need Sajdatay Sahu? It's recommended precaution. وَلِلْقِيَامِ فِي مَوْضِعِ الْجُلُوسِ. Standing in the place of sitting. أو الجلوس في موضع القيام, or sitting in the place of standing. All this unintentional. بل الأحوط الأولى. More than that, or more even, it's recommended precaution for every extra or decrease in the salah. It's recommended precaution. Anything you add, as long as it's not invalidator increase like arkan, like adding rukun. Next slide, rule number 879. يتعدد السجود بتعدد موجبه. The sujood al-sahu is multiplied with the multiple cause. So if we have if we have spoken in the salah, and if we have missed the shahud, and if we have said extra salam, so now I need to do 3 sets of sajdatay saw. Sajdatay saw, sajdatay saw, sajdatay saw. Sajdatay means 2 sajdas of saw, 2 sajdas of saw, 2 sajdas of saw. So one cause requires 2 sajda. Going to the sujood, Bismillah wa assalamu alayka ayyuhan nabi wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sit down, going back to the sujood, Bismillah wa assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi, assalamu alayka ayyuhan nabi wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sit down, your regular tashahud and salam. So multiple cause requires multiple sujood السهو. ولا يتعدد بتعدد الكلام إلا مع تعدد السهو. And the multiplication of sajdat al-saw does not multiply if the talk was multiplied. How? If I spoke like for 5 minutes, one sajdat al-saw is kafi, is enough, okay, sufficient. إلا مع تعدد السهو. So one, I spoke like I gave a biography. I started chatting with somebody on the phone. I answered the phone. Oh, hello, how are you? This is for like 15 minutes. I'm in the salat. Sorry. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim Malik Yawmiddin. Hello. First of all, if the salat is not invalid because of the deformation, because the form of salah, people will say, you said you were chatting, not like spoke unintentionally. Okay, so this is like a too much. So let's say if he spoke for like 5 seconds or 10 seconds, okay, then we can say, the form of salat is still intact. So in that case, what will happen? In that case, we will see that are there interruptions, like you forgot, you remembered, you forgot, you remembered, you forgot, you remembered. If that's the case, then the sujood al-sahu will be multiplied. But if no, it is just like one flat sahu, one flat forgetfulness, then one set of sajdatay sahu. But if it is like you spoke, then you realize, oh no, sorry. Then you spoke, you realize. So that guy said, whose $100 is this? Mine. Oh, sorry. So that 2 sajdatay saw. After in the second rakat, who's hungry? I'm hungry. Oh my goodness, that's another sahu. You see? So he realized, and he became sahu again, and he realized. So this is the multiplication of the sahu in the kalam. There are lapses, there are gaps of sahu realizing. So he says, the kalam, if you said 10 sentences, you will not need to say 10 sets of sujood al-saw. It's all considered one kalam. إلا لا يتعدد بتعدد الكلام. It does not become multiplied by multiplying the multiplication of the talk. إلا مع تعدد السهو. Unless if it was this so many talks were done in the lapses of remembering, forgetting. بأن يتذكر ثم يسهو. That he remembered. So that was one sahu. Then back again he did the sahu. Like, oh, I'm hungry. Kind of thing. Oh, that's mine. Then he, oh no, sorry, I'm in salah. He remembered he's in salah. So this person needs to do 3 sets of sajdatay sahu. أما إذا تكلم كثيرا. However, if he talks a lot, like not too long, which deforms the salat form, that invalidates the salah. He talked long talk, but it was like maybe 10 seconds. I'm thirsty, I'm going to eat I'm drinking some water, and then I'm going to eat a nice meal, and I'm going to go back to my work, and there's, oh my goodness, what am I talking to? I'm the salah. So he spoke like for maybe 3 or 4 seconds, or maybe 5 seconds, but he had talked a lot. This is considered a lot. This is considered like a surah, short surah. So therefore, وَأَمَّا إِذَا تَكَلَّمَ كَثِيرًا وَكَانَ ذَلِكَ عَنْ سَهْوٍ وَاحِدٍ. If he spoke lots of things, but it was one forgetfulness, not frequent. وَجَبَ سُجُودُ الْوَاحِدِ لَا غَيْرٍ. One sajda will be obligated, not more. Rule number 880. So now I have missed one sajda in first rakat, another sajda in second rakat, then tashahud in third rakat. So I have like a frequent of, or I did salam in the second rakat. So now I have several causes of sajdatay sahu. Do I have to follow the sequence in my intention? Ya Allah, this is for the first one, this is for the second. No, 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 no. He says you can do the Sajdat so for the salam first, then for the kalam, whatever. I mean, there's tartib, sequence is not required. So ruling number 880, La yajibu tartib. There it is not obligatory to observe the sequence in the causes of Sajdat sahu. في بترتيب أسبابه ولا تعيين السبب. And you don't need to even mention. You know in your mind you need to have 3 Sajdat sahu. That's it. You don't need to mention in your mind, oh, this is for that thing, this is for the... That was for sajda, we said. The intention of qada'u sajda. Here, you don't need to. Here, you don't need to. Okay? So, just 3 sets of sajdat sahu, 3 sets of sajdat sahu. Okay, now we come to the ruling number 881. Here, when should a person offer Sajdat sahu? Before Salaat L10 or after Salaat L10? We said Salaat L10 is part of your Salat. It's a Salat. It is glued to your Salat. It's annexed to your Salat. So whatever requires to be done after the Salat must be done after Salatul Ihtiyat. So he says, يؤخر السجود عن صلاة الاحتياط. The sujood sahu is delayed after offering salat of ihtiyat. وكذا الأجزاء المقضية. Similar rule is for the qada sajda. Remember qada sajda obligatory and tashahud recommended precaution. So these qada parts are also done on the basis of obligatory precaution after the salatul ihtiyat. Okay, but it is obligatory to immediately go for Sajdat sahu after the salat. So let's take this. Salat al-ihtiyat, qada parts, forgotten parts, and then Sajdat sahu. So, but you have to do it as soon as possible, ASAP, immediately. As an obligatory precaution, one should not keep a separation between the salat and Sajdat sahu, between the qada parts and the Sajdat sahu, between Salat al-ihtiyat and Sajdat sahu. Do not separate it with one of the invalidators like whoops, easy, or those kind of things. وَإِذَا أَخَّرَهُ عَنِ الصَّلَاةِ أَوْ فَصَلَهُ بِالْمُنَافِي. What if somebody delays it? Doesn't do it immediately, Sajdat sahu, or delays it after whoopsie daisy happen or invalidation happen. So what will happen? No problem. It's not a big deal. Your thawab might go down if you're intentional, but it's not a big deal. فَصَلَهُ بِالْمُنَافِي لَمْ تَبْطُلْ صَلَاتُهُ. His salat will not become invalid. His salat will not become invalid. His salat will be valid. However, the wajib of Sajdat sahu will not fall. The wajib will not be omitted, will not be eradicated. It is staying, it's going to haunt you until the end of your life. لم يسقط وجوبا على الأحوط وجوبا. The wajib will stay of Sajdat sahu. So whenever you remember, do it. فيأتي به فورا ففورا, ASAP, as soon as possible, immediately after immediately, as soon as possible. وإذا أخره نسيانا, if he delayed it out of forgetfulness, أتى به متى ما تذكر. He performs it whenever he remembers it. ولو تذكره وهو في أثناء صلاة أخرى. How if I'm in Salat al-Asr, I remember, oh my goodness, I have not done Salat al-Dhuhr sujood al-Sahu. Okay, calm down. Don't worry about it. Carry on. Continue your Salat al-Asr. After Salat al-Asr, perform it, because you don't want to increase sujood inside your regular Salat. You see, any extra sujood intentional will invalidate your Salah. So finish your Salat al-Asr and then bring it after. وَلَوْ تَذَكَّرْهُ فِي أَثْنَاءِ الصَّلَاةِ. If he remembers the sujood al-sahu in the next salah ukhra, أَتَمَّ صَلَاتَهُ. He should finish his salah. وَأَتَى بِهِ بَعْدَهَا. And he will perform those sujood al-sahu after it. Number 882. 882. So, how do we perform sujood al-sahu? He says, 2 sajdas, one after another. intention of achieving nearness of Allah is important. Sajdatan mutawaliyatan, one after another. And then وَتَجِبُ فِيهِ نِيَّةُ الْقُرْبَى. Why are you doing it? I'm doing it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to achieve the nearness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because I have missed a part which requires sajud al-sahw. So this is all what is needed as a action. Allahu Akbar is important? No. وَلَا يَجُبُ فِي تَكْبِير وَالْأَحْوَطُ لُزُومًا فِيهِ وَضْعُ جَبْهَتِ عَلَى مَا يَصُحُّ سُجُودَ عَلَيْهِ. And the obligatory precaution is to obligatory precaution is to put the forehead on wherever the sajda is permissible. You see, like this is out of clay. So wherever the sajda is permissible. So now you can't prostrate because it's less than 2 finger. Your prostration place needs to be 2 finger and more. So if I roll it like this, then obviously it will become more than 2 fingers. Okay, so I'm going to prostrate. So that forehead needs to be on the place where sujood is permissible. What about others? No, you don't have to place them on the ground. So your hand can be up. You can do floating sujood. Your feet and knees are up, like if you're a magician of India or something like that. On all your forehead is on the ground. So anyhow, so it is not wajib that all the 7 parts of sajda are on the ground. Only forehead needs to be on something which the sujood is permissible on it as an obligatory precaution. So there's evidence is shaky in this forehead as well. Maybe some marja say you can just do sujood on the piece of cloth and that's fine. But say the Sistan says find something which your sujood is okay on it. وَالْأَحْوَطِ الْأَوْلَى, as a recommended precaution, وَضْعُ سَائِرِ الْمَسَاجِدِ, and all the other parts should be placed on the ground and forehead placed on the where sujood is permissible. So this is obligatory precaution. The rest of the 6 parts of the prostration, keeping it on the ground, it is recommended precaution in sujood al-sahw. وَمُرَاعَات, and it is recommended precaution to observe all whatever is required in the salat. So what does that mean? That means qibla. You don't have to face the qibla. It's recommended precaution. So you can do sujood al-sahw like this, and qibla is like that. So qibla is not wajib in sujood al-sahw. Wherever direction you can do. Purification, you have done whoops. It's okay, you don't need to get your wudu. That wudu was for sajda, because sajda was part of the salah, qada sajda. Salatul ihtiyat. Here, wudu also you don't need. It's recommended precaution. Come on, you are worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, get your wudu. If you have done whoopsie daisy. Okay? Tahara wal istiqbal. So you don't need purification. You don't need qibla. What's sitr? You don't need to have clothing. Let's say you're having a shower and oh my goodness, I did not do sujood al-sahw. Okay, just go down on a clean place. Obviously clean, not wajib, no, clean like psychologically clean. Okay, so just do your sujood al-sahw there. But I'm naked, it's fine. It's not wajib on sujood al-sahw to cover your privates and cover your body. Okay, so it's so flexible sujood al-sahw that the only thing which is wajib is the intention, and to do it one after another, and to do the dhikr. So intention, achieving the nearness of Allah, 2 one after another, and then the dhikr, which is Bismillah wa salamu alayka ayyuhan nabi wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and tashahhud and salam. So this is all what it, and put your on something which is permissible on the basis of obligatory precaution. Other than that, you can do naked against the direction of the qibla and not on wudu. These things are not required in sujood al-sahw. وَالْأَحْوَطِ اسْتِحْبَابًا الْإِتْيَانِ بِالذِّكْرِ فِي even the dhikr is recommended precaution. But some of the maraja, they used to have the dhikr as an obligatory precaution. So basically for Sayyid Sistani, if you're naked in the bathroom, just go to the sujood, do like this, and then do your tashahhud and tasneem. Okay? So therefore, just place your forehead on something which you need to place your forehead on. We said so basically placing your forehead is wajib on whatever is permissible. 2 sajdas, this is wajib. Achieving the nearness of Allah is wajib. Okay? These 3 things are wajib. And then tashahhud and salam is wajib. So again, let's see what is wajib in tashahhud. Sujood as-sahw. Sajda, dummy sajda, nothing to be said. On the prostration place, which is permissible. Okay? And then intention, achieving the nearness of Allah. And then the tashahhud and salam to end it. So you need to end tashahhud and salam. Did we get it? Achieving the nearness of Allah. 2 sajdas. Place the forehead and bring the tashahhud. Next slide tells us what is the recommended dhikr. Well, awla fi surati, it is recommended precaution to perform this dhikr. Bismillahi wa billah, in the name of Allah, with Allah. Assalamu alayka ayyuhan nabi wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be upon you, O the Prophet, and the mercy of Allah and the blessings of Allah be upon you. This is what we say in the beginning of our salam, and even in salam it is recommended. So this is mustahab. So وَيَجِبُ فِيهِ التَّشَهُّدْ, it is obligatory to do the tashahhud in it. بَعْدَ رَفْعِ الرَّأْسِ مِنَ السَّجْدَةِ الثَّانِيَةِ, so after second sajda, do the tashahhud, and it's wajib also to do assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So there are several tashahhud narrated for sajdatay sahw. Which one should I choose? Sayyid Sistani says, on the basis of obligatory precaution, choose the tashahhud which is a regular tashahhud. Okay? Unlike the long one, the lengthy one. In some of the hadith, there is a lengthy one. But these hadith are not strong hadith. The strongest hadith, which is also shaky, Sayyid Sistani says, offer this, the one which is regular tashahhud of ours. Last ruling, next slide, ruling number 883. Back to the doubters. Oh my goodness, Ya Allah, may Allah protect us from being the doubters. Because if you doubt, you need to memorize these masail. And I hate to memorize these masail. I like to understand the concept, the general, so that I can apply. But all these nitpicky, if doubt in this and doubt in that, may Allah bless those doubters and relieve them from their doubts. Let's see what's going on here. Ruling number 883. إِذَا شَكَّ فِي مُوجِبٍ. Remember istishab? Initially, you are not guilty. If you are guilty, there needs to be evidence. Initially, a person is innocent until proven guilty. Initially, you are not responsible unless if Sharia makes you responsible. Initially, you're not responsible unless you realize you are responsible. This is a general rule. So we apply here. I don't know. Did I do something which causes sujood as-sahw or not? We will say, no, you did not do. Unless you are sure that you have done. So am I responsible for sujood as-sahw or not? Initially, people are not responsible for obligations unless if they find out, if they realize, if they were told. So as long as you are not sure that sujood as-sahw is wajib on you, that have you done any of those things or not, then no, sujood as-sahw is not wajib. Ignore the doubt. And remember, another rule also applies. If you're after the salat and you're doubting, did I do something wrong or not in salah? You did not do wrong in salah. So that's bullet number 1. Next bullet, وَإِذَا شَكَّ فِي عَدَدِ الْمُوجِبِ بَنَى عَلَى الْأَقَلِّ. This is also a rule, general rule. Whenever you doubt in numbers, higher number, lower number, take the lower number because lower number is guaranteed. I don't know, I pray 10 rakats or 15 rakats. I don't know, I missed 10 rakats or 15 rakats. So 10 rakats are for sure in both doubts overlapped. 10 rakats are overlapped. So 10 salat you have to pray qada. But the extra 5, no. You are not responsible for something you don't know about. It is extra responsibility. Okay? Fasting. I don't know, did I miss 10 days or 15 days? 10 days. Because 10 days are inclusive in both edges of doubt. 10 days are 10 days and 10 days are also in 15 days. So for sure you have missed 10 days. The 5 extra days you are doubting. So you are doubting in extra responsibility. So we'll consider, no, you are okay for extra. Just bring the certainty. So if you don't know, you have done 2 causes of sajdat as-sahw in your salah, or 3 causes. We'll say you have done 2 causes, pray for the 2 only, because 2 are for sure and not doubt. And the extra doubt is extra doubting and extra responsibility. Third bullet, وإذا شك في إتيان بعد العلم بوجوده أتى به وإن كان شكه بعد فوات المبادرة على الأحوط لزوما. Okay, so here remember, see مثلا قاعدة التجاوز. Does قاعدة التجاوز apply here or not? So now he doubts. وإذا شك في إتيان بعد العلم. He knows that he has done a cause of sajdat al-saw. He has missed something. He needs to offer. But then he needed to offer. But then he doubts, did I really offer them or not? Okay? أتى بإتيان بعد العلم بوجوبه أتى به. So you know for sure you have sajdat al-saw in your responsibility. Now you are doubting, did you do it or not? We'll apply the rule of istishab. We'll drag the response. Certainly you are responsible until you are relieved by certainty. So remove the certainty by certainty. So if you are certain that you have sajdat al-saw to offer and you are doubting, did you remove them or not? So you will consider, no, you did not remove them, because istishab, dragging the previous certainty, you are responsible for it. أتى به, he should perform it. وإن كان شكه بعد فوات المبادرة على الأحوط وجوبا. Even if he doubt, if there was a gap, as soon as possible was not available, he did something else, he did other things, that's fine. Because here istishab, here rule of tajawuz does not apply. Rule of tajawuz applies only in salah and the things where the evidences indicate that rule of tajawuz to be applied, rule of passing over. Here the rule of passing over. Remember that qada'ul sajda, it will haunt you till the end of your life. This also is going to haunt you till the end of the life. So be careful. Just make it up. Otherwise you'll come on the sirat. You did not pray me. Or in the qabr, they will ask the questions, did you pray the sujood al-saw which you were missed? Oh no, not sujood al-saw coming until inside my grave as well. Yes. So if the past time passes, you become old, you are on the deathbed, you need to bring this. So وإن كان شك بعد فوات المبادرة, even if this doubt was after missing the consistency or the immediateness, okay, like immediateness. On the basis of obligatory precaution, you have to, even unless if a marja says, okay, that's fine, you don't have to. Okay, if somebody was in the grave and did you pray sujood al-saw? Those two, I followed another marja. So the angels said, okay, that's fine. Samani, forgive us, okay? So, وإذا اعتقد تحقق الموجب, he believes that the cause of sujood al-saw has happened. وبعد السلام شك فيه. This was inside the salat, he believes. But after salam, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, he doubts, did I do something or not? Lam yajib, because his knowledge converted to doubt. Lam yajib. So sujood al-saw will not be wajib. Why? Because he's doubting after the salam. Though he had knowledge that something happened, a cause happened. But after the salam, he started doubting, did it really happen or I'm doubting? Then basically your knowledge converted into doubt. So it is not wajib. كما أنه إذا شك في الموجب وبعد ذلك علم به على ما مر. So now he's doubting, did I do a cause of sujood al-sahu or not? So it's doubt. But then after the salah he realized, no, yes, there was something I missed. I missed the first rak'at's first sajda. Then okay, do it. Do qada. If your last sajda, if the doubt is in the last sajda, rectify it. If it's doubt in the first sajda, make qada of it. Last slide. وإذا شك في أنه سجد سجدة أو سجدتين بنى على الأقل إلا إذا دخل في التشهد. Same thing, like he's doing his sajda of sahu. Okay, so now he is sitting. Did I do one sajda or two sajda? Should I do tashahud or should I go back He say if you are in the position you have not started tashahhud, go back, do the second sajda of Sajdatay Sahw. But if you started saying Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lah, did I do one sajda or second sajda? You have passed the place. You have passed. So here Sayyidi Sistani applies the rule of pass, qa'idat al-tajawuz. So all the rules of doubt are here applied in this area of Sajdatay Sahw. So you should consider less. Unless if he's in tashahhud, then he should consider that it's done. وإذا شك أنه أتى بسجدتين أو ثلاث. Now he did Sajdatay Sahw. He doubts that did I do 2 sajdas or 3 sajdas? لم يعتني به. Just ignore it. Ignore it. Say you did 2 sajda and that's it. Don't think about the 3rd sajda. لم يعتني به سواء أشك قبل الدخول في التشهد أم شك بعده. Whether you have started tashahhud, أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له. Did I do 2 or 3? You have done 2. Just finish it. Or no, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Did I do 2 or 3? You did 2. Or no, before tashahhud. It doesn't matter. وَإِذَا شَكَّ. If he doubts that he has performed 2 sajdas or 3 sajdas, he should ignore it, whether it was before entering the tashahhud testimonies or after. Then وَإِذَا عَلِمَ أَنَّهُ أَتَى بثلاث sajdat. I mean, he knows I have done 3 sajdas of sort. He was in hyperbolic irfanism and khirfanism kind of thing, in super kind of irfani state. So he just said after sadda. So he did 3 saddat. I've done 3 saddat. So he knows that he has done 3 saddat. Then kiss your sujood saw goodbye. Repeat the sujood saw on the basis of obligatory precaution. عاد سجدتي سو على الأحوط وجوبا. Last bullet. ولو نسي سجدة واحدة. So he now knows. Nasiya means forgot, not shak. He forgot 1 sajda. He did sajda, he's sitting, and now I have done 1 sajda. So if you can do it, go back, do it. فإن أمكنه التدارك بأن ذكرها قبل تحقق الفصل الطويل تداركها وإلا أتى بسجدتي السهو من جديد. So here this guy who forgot, who did 1 sajda, he realized before tashahhud, bring it. He realized after tashahhud, okay, bring it, and then bring tashahhud and salam. He realized after salam, bring it, and then do the tashahhud and salam, okay. If he remembers it before passing gap from 1 sajda done, he can do it. ذكرها قبل تحقق الفصل الطويل. Big gap. But if big gap has passed, okay, from his 1 sajda, so his 1 sajda, tashahhud and salam, and then he started tasbih, chatting here and there, long gap, we say repeat the Sajdatay Sahw. Repeat it. Why? Because too much gap. If you are just in that place and just 2-3 minutes have passed, you see, then continue. Go back and do the Sajdatay Sahw, and that salam and tashahhud extra will be negligible. You don't need to do Sajdatay Sahw to remove that. Let's say he did 1 sajda and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I've done only 1 sajda. Go back. This is the 2nd sajda. Go do tashahhud and salam again. So should I remove that tashahhud and salam which no need. That is in salam. Okay, so you don't need to do Sajdatay Sahw for the Sahw in the Sajdatay Sahw. Okay, I hope this is clear, and by this we are done. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen with the errors and chapter of errors and rules in the doubt of Salah. Wa akhiru da'wan alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Sallallahu ala Muhammadin wa alihi at-tayyibin at-tahirin. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma